You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
His throw incomplete. The intended receiver was Thaddeus Moss. But now it's third down. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Way in punt formation for Washington.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Thomas Davis.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Taken down by Ruben.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Henderson will try and run for the first. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
It's a big one now. It's a big one.
Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
56, check 56. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Here's Goff. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. That'll be caught by Kupp. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Cooper Kupp had a big season in 2019. Also saw the emergence of tight end Tyler Higbee for the Rams. He really jumped up his game about the last month of the season, but when it came time to ring the bell and get into the end zone, the Rams still looked towards Kupp. 10 touchdowns in 2019, runs his routes with great precision and intelligence.
Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 42. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Again, Goff. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback. that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Bryson Hopkins, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for gone. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. We're scoreless after 1.
It's the end of the first quarter with no score.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's Geis. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even 1 step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf.
To Bryson.
A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line.
Henderson.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
2nd and 2, 1st down marker at the 5-yard line.
At the 7-yard line.
Quick toss by Goff is complete. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
It's a gain of
that throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. this one to Henderson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Touchdown.
Darrell Henderson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Kai Forbath on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a gain of 5. And it's a second down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Geis. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
On play action, Haskins sliding out of the pocket. And his throw here is incomplete.
Haskins.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Ball carriers.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
At the 21-yard line.
Now on 2nd and 16. Haskins, catch here, left side, Thomas. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
And 7.
Geis. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
That's good.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Push him back. Push him back.
They hand off to their big tight end. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to try.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Logan Thomas as the first half is winding down. And Washington has taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Goff now to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Reuben Foster picks him. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in our nation's capital with the Washington football team on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 40.
56, the mark, boy. 56. Check 56. Right,
On the carry is Henderson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
From the gun, here's Goff. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
A gain of 37.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Complete.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
11 on the play.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Receiver. Thomas Davis on the tackle. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 4-yard line.
From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. Goff throwing again. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Van Jefferson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Micah Kiser was in on the tackle.
3-yard pickup.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Balled at the 26, 2nd and 7. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Who that? Who that? Zoom, zoom. Mike, check.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. They find some open field here. Then he'll take this back down inside the 20. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Throwing again. Haskins. They'll roll him out right. That's complete to his tight end Sprinkle. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Third down, here's Geis. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
The ball carrier.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
On the return is Jones. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. He'll give this to Henderson. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. They stay on the ground. Geis again. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now it's Haskins. That's caught. It's Thomas. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Back now at FedEx Field. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Geis, they'll try to run it. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
That's an excellent stop right there here in this tied game. They're doing their best to hold the fort and at least force a field goal attempt.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Again, Geis. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now Haskins. And it's caught. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go. They'll run for him. Geis. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So they pass on the chance to kick the go-ahead field goal, and that may be one they're going to regret big time.
And I think the head coach is going to have some explaining to do, right? Because in this situation, you kick the field goal to give yourself that chance at victory. By going for it, maybe you're saying you don't trust your field goal kicker, or maybe he knows something we don't. Maybe the kicker's hurt. So there'll be a lot of questions in the post-game press conference.
Makes the rest of this 4th quarter, the rest of this game very interesting. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
A gain of 29 yards.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run the toss with Henderson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in the running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
The tackle made.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Loss of 2 yards.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Throwing on third. Gone. It's caught. Jones. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 30. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
First down.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Henderson now on 1st and 10. Touchdown, L.A. Darrell Henderson, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Rams have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Geis. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. This is caught inside the 15. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Here we go with Haskins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now it's Haskins. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is going to continue.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. So they're unable to stretch it to a 3-point lead. Now you got to be careful on the kickoff because a field goal obviously beats you.
Definitely, and that's why they went for 2. They wanted to make sure a field goal wouldn't beat them. Now they're in a position where they've got to cover well and make sure they don't get into range and put one through the posts.
So with 14 seconds on the clock, they've got to go with the onside kick. And the Rams have got it. And that should just about seal this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour. And something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for Los Angeles, it took a while, but they finally get that first win after 4 straight losses. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa.
She right got me.